You're watching the Bayou Outdoor Show, presented by Bayou Outdoor Supercenter, Louisiana's largest RV and boat dealer. Tubbs Hardware and Rental, in Bossier City and Benton, Louisiana. Shreveport Tractor, where the coffee pot's always on. Pete Mankins Nissan. And by Trace Atkins High Tower Country Smoked Sausage. Of course, I'm with Larry Bazell with the Bayou Outdoor Supercenter. Now, this is the owner right here. Now, Larry, you're having a get together. This is the week of the FLW Cup.
Right.
Now, that I didn't realize that's one of the biggest, second biggest in the world.
Well, we're going to say it's the biggest because we think it's the biggest. Forrest Wood's Cup, Ranger boats, and all the Ranger representatives are here tonight. And Forrest Woods will be here a little later.
Man, so that's what it's all about. You know, it goes back to the theme that you put out in your company. It's all about the family and getting that family together,
right,
and having a great time. And that's what you're doing here tonight.
Right. Everybody's family oriented and get a boat and have a good time and enjoy the lake.
Get out there. And now we got people from some of the main guys from Ranger, and who else have we got here tonight that you've invited?
We have the top Ranger people from Forrest Woods on down to Randy Green, and I'm kind of blank on names right now, but
it'd be mostly the Ranger guys that's going to be here tonight.
Yes, sir. And all the bunch of the fishermen that are in the tournament will be here.
Oh, okay, good. And I tell you, Larry doesn't halfway do a good get together. He's got it catered by one of my favorite people, old David over at Silver Star.
David Alvis with Silver Star. He's catering tonight, and we've got the Boogie Boys going to play a band tonight, so we're going to have a good time.
Now, folks, this is at Larry's home here. He's invited everybody over here to have a good time, and we're going to roam around. Hey, we'll get some ideas from some of the top fishermen and probably some guys with Ranger boats, see if anything's new, and talk about that new boat they got out, which is so hot. And we'll talk to a few of them, and we'll probably end up with Mr. Woods on the show.
That's right. He'll be here in about 7:30.
Well, thanks so much for inviting us.
Appreciate y'all coming.
All right. Like I said, this is a special party for some of the guys at Ranger Boats and a lot of the fishermen. We got Randy Hopper here, president of Ranger Boats.
Yeah.
We fished in one of your boats the other day, and I got to say, I'm not a fisherman. Everybody's watched the show. I'm not much of a fisherman, but I'm getting into it, especially after I fished in one of them big, nice. It was a big red boat that said S something 10. I think it was.
It's probably a Z520.
That's what it was. It's a big red one.
That's our Z series of boat. Yeah, that'll spoil you. That'll make you want to go fishing even if you can't catch them.
Oh, let me tell you, I've fished in a lot of them. And the reason you see all these the cameras going like this is because the boat's not very stable. That's the widest boat I've ever seen. Tell me about that particular boat.
Okay, well that Z520C we introduced last year, and it was our 45th anniversary. 45 years in business. I'd have to say it's kind of the epitome of what we had learned in 45 years. Right. This year, kind of jump ahead, we've introduced 5 more models, little brothers, little sisters, and a bigger one to that. So it's really our flagship series of boats, the Z series.
Hey, and something really cool that I didn't know about all these new boats coming out is you don't have, hey, if you lose your key or forget your key, or you want to tell your buddy to borrow your boat and you don't have to worry about a key, there's no more keys.
Keyless ignition, all digital. They're pretty fancy. If you haven't looked at the boats in a long time, I think you'll be amazed at some of the automotive technology that's been brought into the boating side, or at least we have, and we feel like we're the innovators in this business, and just lots and lots of things. For example, we don't put paint on the trailers anymore. It's polyurea, so it's impervious to road hazards and all the typical things you see that chip the paint on a trailer. So the list goes on, and lots of good stuff.
One more thing that I really liked about it, I'm always used to when I'm parking on the incline, I undo my boat and I have to find a bunch of rocks to put under the boat. And they showed me a trick about your new trailers. Now you guys pay attention to detail on the trailer.
Yeah.
That sucker went up there and pulled a little gear. What is that about?
Well, we call that an e-brake, or it's a parking brake,
right.
And that's good for when you disconnect your trailer on a hill.
Yeah.
And you know, you can put a chock under it, but someone else can kick it out from under it too.
Yeah.
So that locks everything down, and you can actually pull the e-brake and engage it, and then put a lock in, so no one can really steal your trailer. If they steal it, you'll see them scooting down the road like a sled. So yeah, it was a first for us last year, and on a long list of many things, even on the trailer, that's pretty unique.
Oh, that is awesome. Now then, is there any secrets coming up in the future that, are you working on anything that we can give a hint to?
There always is, but I tell you what, I've told this, it's on our website when we take a tour. This Z-series of boat, we always have kind of the next layer behind that. And our people are really having to scratch their head to make sure that we can raise the bar, because it went up several clicks. And you know, the folks that it's not just all about the boat, it's the people like the folks at Bayou Outdoors, or you know, here at Larry and the group here at Ben, and they do such a great job. And you know, we feel like we got such a wonderful team. We give good product, but they know how to sell and service it too. So it's all a part of being on the team, and we love what we do. We've been doing it for a long time, so it's fun time.
Well, hey, I thank you for getting with us here, and enjoy the party and the food. Hey, they got some great food out here that they fixed.
I was here last year, and we had crawfish, and I guarantee you the food will be right,
Folks,
whatever it is.
For the finest boat made, go to Bayou. I know where you can get one at Bayou Outdoor Supercenter right here in Bossier City.
That's right.
Some people think the only way to sell a cooler is by using extreme gimmicks. I just want the facts. Igloo's Yukon Cold Locker, the first and only roto-molded cooler with wheels, has more insulation and better features than Yeti, with no exaggeration. Hit the facts at takeonyukon.com and you decide. I'm Keith Warren and I am Yukon. Are you?
You know, Dandy Products is known for having, trailer hitches. They got about any kind of hitch for any type of vehicle that you might have. And they don't have just a few of them, folks. They got a warehouse full of them. So you can be assured that they'll have it in stock when you come visit them right here in Shreveport. Now, for all you guys that have camp trailers that need a fifth wheel, Dandy Products has every kind of fifth wheel, and they install those. Trailers for cattle trailers for gooseneck, and then they install everything that they sell right here at Dandy Products. You know, there's not many products here at Dandy that they don't handle. Give them a call. This next segment is brought to you by Shreveport Tractor, where the coffee pot's always on. Of course, we got one of the members with the Ranger boats, and you're in the sales end of it. And this is Keith Daffron, by the way. Now, tell me, the sales ought to be up with these new products you're getting out. That's a boat.
My job's pretty easy right now. It really is. With a product line like we've got, and a brand and a heritage, and obviously good, strong dealers like Bayou Outdoor Supercenter, it's a matter of just getting the product to the dealer and they'll take care of the rest.
Man, we've been talking to some of these bass fishermen, and they're happy with the stability of that boat. And what else? I mean, you guys have come up with some wide boats and just stout boats.
Yeah, our products evolved a lot over the last few years, and I think this is a true statement that never before have we separated ourselves from our competition as much as we have today with the product line that we have out in the marketplace.
You got to stay one jump ahead of them.
You really do. You've got to shoot a ball ahead of the competition, and I think we've always done that, but today I just think that spread's even greater, and there's so many different features, and it's just a comfortable boat to fish from, and it's reliable, and I believe that's why customers appreciate.
You know, and what I like about it, you got such a wide range of these Rangers that you can fit somebody's budget.
Yeah, you do. With their new aluminum line, which is totally new for 2013, and we've actually added to the line for 2014, we're able to touch so many customers ranging from literally 12,000 all the way up to 80,000.
And you made a lot of us duck hunters happy.
Yeah, me too. I'm an avid duck hunter, obviously being from Arkansas, so I'm excited to have a camo boat with the name Ranger on the side of it.
That's right. Well, guys, thanks so much for being
You
with
bet.
us.
Appreciate having
look
us.
forward to seeing you in the future. And hey, again, Bayou Outdoor Supercenter, where you can pick up that new aluminum boat too.
That's right, our duck boat.
our duck boat.
This is the 2013 521 Ranger Comanche series. Comes standard with the 101 Minn Kota 4-Trix trolling motor. Comes standard with the Lowrance HDS 5. Comes with lake insight. So you can go to different lakes, you can plug in the chips and show you everything. It's got all sealed components up here, all your trim, your live well switch, everything up here sealed. Can't let water in. It's got a recessed foot pedal. Makes it a lot easier on your back because you're standing flat-footed while you're fishing all day. This front area up here comes with a padded deck. So underneath the carpet, you've got a 1/2-inch layer of padding that actually helps support you, and a lot easier on your back after you're fishing all day long. Comes with the rod buckles. When you're fishing, throw your rods down, reels back this way, rods going that way. You can lock them in real quick, jump down, and take off. You don't have to worry about them blowing out, and they stay there. As soon as you get to where you're going, pop it up, grab your rod, you're back to fishing. Well, this boat will hold 18 rods. The side box will hold 10. It's got PVC pipes that run all the way to the front that'll handle an 8-foot rod. Comes back, it's got rubber cushioned soles back here that holds the base of your rod. Completely carpeted, completely lighted. You've got shocks on all your lids in this boat. Holds it up. You don't have to worry about holding your lid up as you're getting rods up and out of there. You just let go and go to doing your business. They run straight in the center. You've still got storage. You've got different deals you can pull out, run long stuff, cup holders, and this is completely carpeted too. It's where you keep all your baits, all your packages of stuff, all your running lights, fire extinguisher, locker bar, everything that you're going to need. This storage right here is just extra. Comes with a toolbox straight from Ranger. Comes with the stuff that you need. Take your prop off, take your trolling motor prop off, change them out if you break them while you're on the water. This boat has a lot of good ice chest. You've got this big one right here with a drain. You've also got the side ice chest that we've got loaded up right there. You've got your side rod holders right here for your partner. He can run them right here. He can buckle them in. Doesn't have to worry about them blowing out. You've got your center console right here. You can put different stuff in, necessities. Suntan lotion, whatever you need. You got your standard Lowrance right here. This is your power pole control right here. This one is, it's got the SmartCraft mercury gauges in it. It's all digital readout. Tells your water pressure, your trim, your hours on the motor, your fuel usage, everything that you need, it'll give it to you right there. Your whole panel right here, from your live well to your start and stop, is all digital right here. This whole deal is controlled by one computer brain underneath. To start it, you got a code, and you can put your own code in. Where somebody comes, jumps in your boat, they don't know the code, it's not going to crank. Just like this one here. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. Once the customer buys the boat, they put their own code in. Nobody else knows it. You don't have to worry about anybody jumping in your boat while you've got it tied up to the dock and running off in it. But you got all your live wells, you got different timings, different levels. You got your pump out over here. You got your gas switch right here. It's got 2 tanks on it, 2 25-gallon tanks. It's got huge live wells with a big separator in it right here. Fish have no problem staying alive. It's got the storage back here on each side, same storage on both sides. This one here is rigged out with the Mercury 250 Pro XS. We're a huge Mercury dealer. We really push them. I think they're the best motor on the market right now. And I believe it's got a 25 Tempest on the back of it. And it's got the 2 power poles. If you ever fish with a power pole, you'll never go back. I mean, you're by yourself fishing a tournament, you catch a fish. If you're an 8 foot or less, you hit the button, it goes down, it locks you. You get your fish, put him in a live well, turn him loose, get your bait back together. And when you lift them up, you're at the same stump you just stopped at. You can go to the next one and go to fishing.
Here's a tip for all the bow hunters out there. Every 3 to 4 years, you need to invest in a new string and cable. Don't put a cheap one on, put good material. As this bow right here and this person's getting ready to hunt, we've got new strings and cables. We're going to be putting it on for him right now. So remember that. Check your strings. Make sure they're good. If they're 3 to 4 years old, see your pro shop and get them taken care of. Thank you.
Kubota's got a new line of exciting zero-turn mowers called the Commanders, from 23 horsepower to 27 horsepower. We have RTVs, which stand for rough terrain vehicles, and we also have skid steers.
This is the new Kubota SVL. They make it in a 75 horse and a 90 horse. What? Anything you can dream of to help you do your job easier, they have an attachment for.
We're a full-line Kubota dealership here. We've got tractors from 18 horsepower all the way up to 135 horsepower. We have lawnmowers, we have zero-turn mowers, we have RTVs. We're a full-line Kubota dealer here at Shreveport Tractor, where the coffee pot's always on.
If you've ever watched fishing on television, you have seen this man right here, Jimmy Houston. Jimmy, how's things been going?
I can't complain, Milton. You know, you talk about that. If you've ever watched fishing, you know, we've been doing that old show 32 years now.
Whoa.
That's longer than you are old.
Hey, I think me and you about the same class here, buddy. Look at here, look at this, you know.
Hey, at least you still got some. That's good. People kid me about my hair, and I just tell them, hey, at least I still got some.
Well, hey, how this year going fishing? You still producing shows?
You know, we still do 26 shows a year for Jimmy Houston Outdoors. We do 13 for Jimmy Houston Adventures, and I still actually am fishing a few tournaments on the FLW Tour Series this last year, and I'm going to fish 3 elite tournaments this year. Not elite tournaments, but series tournaments for FLW, and we're still going 100 miles an hour trying to put a little hay in the barn.
Hey, you can't slow us older guys down. I'll tell you what, we're just in the prime of our life. We're rocking and rolling on this fishing. You know, fishing is something I have never got into because I can't seem to catch one of them bass. Now, where do you do most of your fishing at, Jimmy?
Well, we fish everywhere, but you know, I live in Oklahoma, so most of our shows from a geographical standpoint is probably done within, you know, a few states around from Oklahoma.
I'll tell you what, folks, go to Jimmy. Hey, what's your website, Jimmy?
Just JimmyHouston.com will get you right to it.
Find out where you can watch his television show, and thanks so much for being on camera.
Hey, I appreciate it. Appreciate you.
Don Tubbs keeps his store so clean you could eat off the floors. His lawnmowers, weed eaters, chainsaws, and leaf blowers are the best money can buy, and his people know how to fix them. If it's unique Cajun foods you want, Tubbs City location has them. Anything Louisiana, Mardi Gras, souvenirs, he's got them. Oh, and when it comes to the backyard,
buy our lawnmowers and you'll spend less time mowing. Buy our grills, you'll have more fun grilling.
Tubbs, a fun place to shop.
Okay, anybody that's been around the fishing, especially bass fishing, for any number of years, they've seen this guy, and we want to introduce his wife. Now, this is Forrest's wife, it's Nina.
I'm Nina, that's right.
Now, hey, before we talk to this old boy here, now he used to take you fishing. There's some rumors y'all went fishing. Well, hey, y'all been married a long. How long have you been married?
62 years.
Did he ever take you fishing when you was in school or anything?
Quite a few times.
Did you ever skip school?
A few times.
We've never heard a story. Y'all been together that long?
Yeah, we have. We've been married 62 years.
Wow, I'll tell you what a fishing tournament you started. Now, I know you've told us 100 times, but how did this Forrest Cup, Wood Cup start? I mean, what was the story behind that?
Well, it started with some people that bought the Red Men All-American Tournament that Mike Whitaker started.
Right.
And Ervin Jacobs come along, and he was interested in starting a fishing service and made a deal to buy Red Men All-American. Wanted to change his name.
How many years ago? Probably
15 or so, I guess, probably. And they thought that they wanted to change the name, get away from the tobacco image, and they called and asked about using my initials, and their reasoning was that they thought the reputation of Ranger Boats and Forrest L. Wood would give them instant recognition across the country and credibility across the country. Nina and I talked about it a little bit, and we knew Charlie Hoover that was working with Ervin, and then we knew the people over at Benton, Kentucky, Kathy Fennell and all of those folks over there, and we decided we just had confidence enough in them to let us use our initials. And Nina said, if it don't work out good, we can say FLW stands for Fish Love Water.
Pretty good idea, don't you think?
Well, hey, you got to have a backup plan.
Well, that's right. Always
but it's worked out wonderful. It's a great organization, They put on nearly 200 tournaments across the country. We just came from the TBF, the Bass Federation's kids tournament up at some place close here, and autographed the kids and made pictures with all of them and their parents. And then there was 40 boat drivers that volunteered up there to take those kids fishing. And that's true a lot over a lot of the country. Fishing, we've been trying 40 years to get kids involved in fishing, and we're there now.
You're there, and you know, what it takes is a good person behind you too, and I hear you got a good one behind you.
Well,
She's been by you every step of the way.
I believe that, and sometimes she'd be a step in front.
This thing has grown to national. I mean, it's arguably the biggest tournament in the nation, and on television, on internet, streaming live on the internet. This is unbelievable.
It is that. 2 years ago, I believe it was, a man named Scott Suggs won this tournament at Hot Springs, Arkansas. Monday morning, his picture was on the marquee in Times Square in New York City. I've got a picture of the marquee at Times Square. It says, Arkansas angler wins $1 million in Forrest Wood Cup. And I thought, we've arrived when we're on the marquee in Times Square.
That is, and you guys are still active in the sport. You're here supporting a really good family get-together with Larry Bazell at his home. He's such a family guy, too.
Isn't he,
He's a wonderful person.
He is just down-to-earth, good guy.
There is so many good people in the fishing business, the fishing world.
It is.
And we've been through some bad times in the country, still are in some bad times in the country. But lo and behold, the fishing world has held up much better than the rest of it has.
Hey, great news, folks. It's the 2014 FLW Cup is going to be held in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And boy, that's exciting. It's
Columbia, I believe, isn't it?
Columbia. I just heard South Carolina.
They made the announcement today at Bayou.
What was it? Where was
Columbia, I believe.
Columbia, South Carolina?
Columbia, South Carolina.
Well, it'll have to step up to be any better than it is here in Shreveport.
I'll tell you what, Shreveport put on a good show today.
They really have. I'd just like to thank all the people of Shreveport for their contribution to making this event one of the best of all times.
Well, I'll tell you what, we want to thank you two for getting, being part of this thing and coming in here and standing behind it and believing in it. And now it's named after the husband. It's got to be a legacy that'll live on and on.
That's true. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
This next segment is brought to you by Tubbs Hardware and Rental in Bossier City. Like I said, we're having a great time here at Larry Bazell's, the Bayou Outdoor Supercenter store, and we ran into some crazy guys. Y'all seen them on TV, the Swamp People. We got T-Roy and, hey, Bigfoot, and I'll show you the reason they call him Bigfoot here in a little bit, but hey, what season are we going into, and what are you guys doing now?
We're going into season 5. We're up here at the FLW Cup, doing an appearance. We're in several different events going on up here with Ranger Boats, FLW, T-Roy Bigfoot, Thunder and Lightning.
Having a good time.
Back in the saddle.
So, hey, when's the new show coming out in series? Y'all are on right now, or is it in series?
So, the new one don't come, we film in September. And then they don't come out till February, I believe, the actual show comes out. But
so how did you get involved in the show?
Well, we both got contacted by Swamp People 2 years ago to come up and interview. They did some background, and me and Bigfoot, we're like the biggest tag holders in Texas, and we grew up by each other. We've known each other all our lives. We've hunted rats and fur, trapped, and grew up on the Bayou. And our story was pretty unique. They wanted us to interview. We did, and for some reason, one or the other, they wasn't quite ready to move the story to Texas, so we went about our business. And this year, we got a phone call and say, hey, Cassie's coming. We want to look at you guys. And me and Bigfoot talked and was like, you know what? There ain't no better duo than Thunder and Lightning. It's all history. 29th season this year.
29th.
So dispel the rumors that these guys never done. This is what they really do.
This is what I do. We do for a living. Yeah, definitely.
Y'all do.
This ain't just a side job.
We hunt and fish, and we make our living off the land, and We believe in hard work and we believe in family, and that's what it's all about.
You know, and that's the way with the Bazelles here. It's all about having fun, work and have fun.
That's it.
If you can't do that, there ain't nothing left.
That's right. That's right. You might as well just stay home and stay in the house.
Tell me the most scary. What's the scariest you've gotten, or the most dangerous situation you got into doing this thing? What comes to mind? Have you ever got bit or you
riding with him real fast in a boat?
That's a story in itself.
That's the scariest part I've ever been.
Yeah, in a Ranger doing about 70 miles an hour and his knuckles turn white. He's a big guy. He said, "You better slow down." I'm like, "Well, you what? You ain't gonna hit me if I keep going fast. You ain't gonna let go."
Was there a few adjectives in there?
There was a few.
Yeah, we won't repeat that.
Yeah, this is G-rated, right?
Hey, I want to thank Nina and Forrest Wood and Ranger Boats for being on the show, and especially want to thank Larry Bazell at Bayou Outdoor Supercenter for making this show possible. Till next week, I'm Milton Daly. We'll see you then.
Besides all our hundreds of selections of different pre-owned vehicles, we've got a wide selection of new vehicles, from trucks, SUVs, cars. Just a few here to talk about is our truck segment. This particular Frontier pickup is a Pro 4X, very well equipped, very nicely set up. So quite a bit of room for a mid-sized truck. Definitely makes it easier if they're getting through the woods and through tighter trails. These come from several different sizes, from a king cab all the way up to a crew cab. Two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and start off in anywhere from upper teens to 30s, depending on how you want it equipped. This is a 2013 Xterra. Now the Xterra is Nissan's done very well with their off-road vehicles, and the Frontier, they also wanted to give you an SUV for some of the people that maybe traveled a little bit more, had kids they wanted to take with them and carry with them, and needed room for storage. And you can look at the Nissan's rugged interior. They make these vehicles very durable, so they can withstand a lot. Mud, dust, dirt.
They're kid-proof.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, this one right here is the Nissan Titan. This is Nissan's flagship truck. This is one they've spent a lot of time, they've designed it. They've made it to where you get a lot of truck for the money, and you can get a lot of nice, elegant features in it. Absolutely, this one's completely loaded with navigation, Bluetooth, hands-free phone, power seat, heated seats, memory seats. Lots of room. DVD player there in the back also for if you've got family, kids that you want to make it a little bit easier to go on a longer road trip. Lockable side storage. A lot of people keep tie downs and stuff in there, maybe an air compressor. One of the neat things about these trucks also is they have a backup camera system in it. Makes it extremely easy when backing up to a gooseneck or backing up to a trailer or a tow hitch. So you can line right up to the trailer. Towing package is already there, wiring's already set up and made. And to melt another thing I wanted to show you, Nissan came out with this design. This is the rail system for their trucks. They do it both the Nissan Frontier and the Titan. Now these are designed to make it easily adjustable to run railing in them. They come with all the trucks that have the railing system in it, the tie downs. So you can adjust that, tie things down, keep things from bouncing around. Makes it a lot easier when moving and traveling.